As we are getting ready to read the section on the Earth's core and the density of the different layers of the Earth, I just want to go over the chapter and just kind of look over the text that we're going to be using and point out a few of the things that we see. The first thing you want to do is look at the chapter heading. Obviously, the chapter heading has a larger font and is in bold. And as we look at that, and then we look at what are some of the others, the subheadings that we're going to see in this section. We're going to see, usually it is in bold. It might be in a different color. These ones, like the basic cycle, is blue and is bold. And then as we look through, there are words that are bolded. Now these are words that are vocabulary words. So as you're looking through this and you have vocabulary words to look up in your section with your group, you want to look, and this is a great way to find your vocabulary words to know that they are going to be bold. And next to them, usually the first time you see that word in this chapter, it's going to have a description and explanation of what it is. Okay? Now when you write down your answers, you want to make sure, when you write down your vocabulary words, you want to make sure to put it in your own words, in your own terminology, okay? Not just write down exactly what it says. So try to look at it in your own terms. Okay, next we have in red another subheading and section. So as you look through your books, you want to be looking at, okay, we have the basic cycle. We're going to have early evolution of Earth. We're going to see how the universe was made and how the elements separated, okay? And part of that has to do with density and how it was formed, okay? So as we get to this, we have the text we have has some great pictures and some great models of the Earth and the core. So before you look through it, before you do your reading, always look through and then look at your questions that you have before you do your reading. So you kind of know what you're going to be looking for as you're doing your reading. Okay? That's a great way to, instead of reading the chapter, looking at your questions and then going back through the chapter to find the answers. It's a great way to find your answers as you're reading, helps you pay attention better as you're reading, and just helps you to stay interested in doing what you're doing. Okay, we have a quick worksheet for everyone to do. I'm going to pass it around, and the worksheet is just some pre-questions. I want you to just go ahead and you can write on the worksheet. Make sure you put your name in the upper corner, like always, first things first. And then we're going to have you just read each question, and this is something you do before you read the kit or the chapter. And you're going to want to put A for agree, D for disagree in the pre-read column. Okay? And as you read the statement, you want to just look at it and just decide, do you agree or disagree with the statement? And then after you're done reading the chapter or the kit, then you want to look at the after reading column and put if you agree or disagree. Now obviously we're not all experts on this, that's why we have the book. Don't feel bad if you don't get any of them right. The whole purpose is to know what we're going to be reading and the things that we're going to be learning about in this chapter. Okay, so as you do the other side, change the answers of what you, if you have changed your mind about whether you agree or disagree, make sure you just change it there. And then after we are done doing that, then we'll go ahead and break up into our groups right now and look at your questions that your group's in charge of, read through the chapter, find your answers, and then of course about 20 minutes before class is over, we'll start discussing it and take turns in answering the questions that each group has. Okay, does anyone have any questions that we need to just go ahead and break into groups then? Thanks everyone.